Up. There we go. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Let me do a quick intro real quick, guys. My name is Jim. Hold on, let me turn my light on. Fuck! All the lights on. Good production here. I don't have a shirt on, which I forgot about too. I had a long night last night, guys. But I want to talk all the business. Guys, how's everyone doing? Please, if you're here, if you're watching, hit the like, hit the sub, all that stuff. Let's go through the chat real quick. Hex Papa was the first one in here, and I want everyone to know that. Hex Papa was the first one in here. Nobody else. Just Hex Papa. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Can I make sure my mic's working? What up, my dudes? Chad. Erwin. Guys, I'm so happy everyone's here. This is dope. Oh, hell yes. Guys, my name is Jim Rat Crypto. I'm a Hexican. I'm a Pulse Savage. And I'm a Furu Killer. So, all those things together. And I'm only a Furu Killer because I'm a truth seeker. Not because I am... It's not because I'm more intelligent than anyone else. I just seek truth. And I put all the bullshit to bed. And I cut through the fat real quick, just like a lot of my buddies over in that Hex Telegram, that Hex Twitter chat. If any of you guys have not been over to the Hex Twitter chat yet, please. Guys, does anybody know that? What you all know about that? Any of you guys know anything about that? Go off, King. Everyone keeps saying that my armpit hair is disgusting, and I'm like, is it really? I had no idea. Like, I had no idea armpit hair was considered disgusting, like, on guys, especially when they had big. But people are like, that shit's a forest, bro. I'm like, I'll trim it up. Guys, tea. Spearmint tea, guys. If you drink spearmint tea in the morning with, like, I drink, so what I do... Yeah, the Twitter spaces are crucial, guys. If you have any questions, go to those Twitter spaces. If you go to those Twitter spaces, they will answer all your questions on Hex and Pulse. Hey, Chad, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions real quick. I'm just going to interact with the chat. I love Jim Rat. I love completion fails. But I want to ask you guys a question. Do you think that it would be better if I streamed at 10 a.m.? I think I might move these to 10 a.m. Does anyone in this chat able to watch at 10 a.m.? Because I wouldn't want to switch it if people in this chat could have been. Uh-oh. Where's Ninja Chop? My guy. Hold on. I got to invite Sam Stolt real quick before we can get this party started. Guys, I'm kind of just killing time before Sam gets in here. Because he really gets me going in the morning. He is my life coach and my friend. So, like, when I say he gets me going in the morning, I kind of, like, he's literally, like, part of my day. Like, I don't even want to start getting that part of my brain open until Sam's here. So let me message him. And this tea, I just ripped some tea. It was so good. DS touches 10 a.m. What is DS? Fuck yeah. I wouldn't be able to. I'm West Coast. Okay, Ninja. What time you wake up, Ninja? It's just like right when you wake up, Ninja. I'm just curious. 10 a.m. what Eastern? Yes, 10 a.m. Eastern would be. Or I could do like a 10:30 Eastern. Or even a 11 Eastern. Does Discord Syndicate go in the morning, Erwin? What the fuck? What's on? Isn't Discord Syndicate go like all day? I'm not worried about Discord Syndicate because they have too many streams. I'm I'm right getting up with the kids to school, starting school. I actually watch while I'm working. I work from home. Yeah, and either way, like the stream would be like going into the time where you were starting the stream anyway, would be like when we were getting into the thick of it. But they got heartbeat, and then it's the heartbeat thing. 1600 for me. Amsterdam time. So what time is it right now, Amsterdam? I see. Crypto Gains Club, you're a professional. What do you think I should do? Like as far as my streaming schedule, because guys, I'm coming into a dilemma here. So let's not even talk about Hex and all that shit for right now. I mean, I want to talk about Richard Hart more than anything and what he said yesterday and what it meant to me and him getting rugged and all that stuff. And the Aubrey de Grey and the Hex conference. I do want to mention all that stuff because I watched all of it and it did mean something to me. And I did like the Hex conference. Although I thought some of it was stale. It's hard not to be stale. Amsterdam, it is 5 p.m. Yeah, so Erwin will be able to watch. Erwin, can I come to Amsterdam, bro? Is that a thing? Well, how's your OPSEC? Because I'll be coming down there doing all that kind of stuff. Partying. Hex Champions in the chat. Dude, I know, Ninja. I know. I got to do what I need. But I'm really am curious about what. Oh, my health is impeccable no matter what. That's true. That's true. That is true. If people really like your stuff, they'll watch the restream, right? The thing is, Crypto Heartbeat and all them, I don't want to rug them either. You know what I mean? Like, that's true. Yeah, that is true. It is kind of just the live is kind of dependent. I already have 10 likes on here, guys. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I had the most I ever had in here yesterday. It was really nice. I'm gonna open up the chat on my phone so I can see it a little better. Uh-oh, I got someone new in the chat. Guys. I love calling out new people that never showed up before. Ganaku Hichtvov. Thank you for joining, dude. I really appreciate it. You sound. Anyone translate that for me, Erwin? Anyway, guys. If I streamed a bit later, but Chopstick, I stream at night too. That's why I got to stay away from that stream. Because I don't want to be on like too. It's so tiring. Yeah. Oh, that's spam. Damn. Thanks, mods. Hey, mods. Wait a freaking. The mods around here don't play. They don't play. They do not play at all. Okay, guys. So I do want to talk about the hex price. I want you guys to correct me on my hex price arrogance. I want all of it. So let's jump right into that. Let me share my screen here. And guys, I'm also working through all this, like share my screen. So just work with me. I'm trying to get better at it in my ADHD to chill the fuck out. Okay. Guys. Okay, what fucking thing is this? I can't even. Okay, that's better. Wow. Hex is fucking doing phenomenally. Is Hex on a pump again? Guys, is the bottom in? If this blows off top here, the bottom's in. I'm sorry. It could be. I'm not saying it definitely is, but dude, you think the bottom's in, Ninja? You think the bottom's in? 6x on my Hedron. 6x on your Hedron? Oh my God, let me go to the Hedron USD. No chart? Wow, guys, can you see this? Guys, it could be a false bottom. You're so right, Papa. It really could be, guys. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. I know I have a limit order in at 8.5 cents. I'm not going to lie to anyone. You know, for Hedron. Go to Nomics for Hedron. Okay. Yeah. Also, hey, I'm going to erase all my tabs up here. Go to Nomics for Hedron. So I'm going to nomics.com. The Nomics website, to be honest, always buggy on my shit. Always has been, always will be. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. Share. Microsoft tabs. Going to go to the Nomics app, share. Boom. Guys. Guys. What is going on? What is Oh my god, guys. Guys, this is absolutely freaking insanity. Are you kidding me? Guys, what the fuck is going on? Hedron Hex is the bottom in. This could be, guys. We waited all this time. We waited all this time. And I'm not saying we, like everyone's done their own thing. I'm talking about myself right now. Guys, I put in my ass on this, dude. I put my ass on this, dude. I put everything. I quit my job. I am 100. Okay. What's up, Flat Earth Underground? First time in the chat. I really want to say hi. Thanks for stopping by. We talk about Hex. We talk about Pulse. We talk about the ecosystem of crypto. And we talk about everything. We have people on. We smoke drugs. We do crazy stuff. Randy Hilarski is in the chat. Let me say that one more time. Randy Hilarski. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him. He has real stuff, real good stuff, funny stuff, good family man, good person altogether. Follow him. He's got a lot of followers and he's got a lot of push in his own way. He's a really cool guy. And I love having him on the show. Guys, the Hedron price and the Hex price is absolutely mooning. Oh my God, I'm sending Randy. I'm gonna send you the link. You don't have to come in. You do not have to come in, but you know me, I'm a spaz and I can't help but send you the link. Sam will be in here too. He's just dropping his girl off at the airport at this moment. Randy. You don't have to join, dude, at all. No pressure at all. No reason to join if you are stressed, busy, doing anything to make you want to not join. I'm just sending you links. Yeah, integrity. That's not common nowadays. And that is exactly what Mr. Randy Hilarski has. I'm not saying Randy's not like everyone else made mistakes in his life. I'm sure he'd be the first one to tell you. But that's what we like. He'd probably be the first one to admit it. And that's what we like. Good afternoon, Ninja. Randy keeping it 100 in the chat. Hex Papa staying. Awesome streams. Thank you so much. Uncle Randy here keeping us on track. That's for sure. Randy Hilarski. Dude, what the fuck is going on? I feel that buzz. I feel that those dopamine hits again. I'm starting to.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my.
Take your time.
There we go. How's that? Can you hear me?
Randy, I think everyone loved your rooftop. What's the title of those? Rooftop.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on.
No, you're good. Take your time. I can hear you.
Are you getting feedback from my computer at all? Because it's using my speaker volume from there.
Barely, if at all.
Okay, let me turn it down just a little bit. Yo, man, I think it's mainly because of we hit the bottom and the cycle looks like folks were still saying, oh, we're going to 7 cents. And you know what happens in Hex when people say it's going down more. And
That's funny. Right when that narrative changes, you can almost bank on it. You know what I mean? Like that's a funny. I didn't even put those two together yet.
yeah, yeah. Here, let me share my screen real quick. I'm going to pull up. Sorry if you can hear Peppa Pig in the background. My son's watching Peppa.
It's very minor, if at all.
Okay, so can you see that? Can you put it up on the screen?
It's on the screen, sir.
Alrighty, cool. All right, so this is our resistance line right here, and we popped through it yesterday, but we didn't stay above it. And it looks like today we're going to get that push above. And if we could paint that for tomorrow, that's going to be looking very bullish for traders and the people that are maybe not aren't hexagons, but like to help pump prices and get our price up a little bit and push us through. So we went on a green Aurochs indicator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. I bought back in here with my tradable hex, and it looks like we're going up. So the other thing, you can take it off now. Stop screen. The other thing is the Hedron. Obviously, Hedron brought back a lot of attention to hex, and I don't know about you, but I'm taking my Hedron profits and putting it right back into hex, and taking that hex and staking it on Hedron. Boom.
It's like, dude. Okay, one thing I understand Hedron. I want you to know that I understand Hedron, but there is one part that I'm still confused about. One part, and it is the actual staking and the what is it called? The CMI or the I can't remember.
HSI.
Exactly. HSI. The HSI stakes. Exactly. I would like to know from your perspective, why should I take my next 10,000 hex? Not why should I, but what could happen if I did take my next 10,000 hex and do a 555 stake on the Hedron per se?
The reason is because you don't know what your future is going to hold. One of the issues that people complain about hex is that we can't take our stakes out. We can't do anything with them until the 50% point where we could take out the initial principle, right? But with Hedron, here's my son, but he's not allowed to be on live stream. Go over there. Go with mommy, please. Go with mommy.
Sorry. Take your time if you need to.
He's going to cry. He's never been on the internet. He's never had his image on the internet.
You're a smart man, Randy Halarski.
Thanks, buddy. He's 4 years old. We made it that far. So, what was I saying?
So we were talking about HSI stakes, why you would,
HSI,
and
HSI
the future,
stakes,
if
yes.
not certain.
If there's an unforeseen event in your life in the future where you need to get some capital out, you can do that with HSI stakes. So you take your 10,000 hex, you stake at 55, you can actually take a loan of Hedron out against that stake and pay your bill. And just pay it back over 30, I think it's 36 payments or something like that, or just every month you pay a little bit.
That way you don't have to end stake.
Hmm?
You don't have to end stake, and that's the
function. Yeah, you don't have to end stake. You just keep the stake. And then if you miss your payments after 90 days, then Hedron doesn't take your contract away from you. It's just available for auction from other people, and they could bid on it and see if they want to take it from you.
So that's more game theory that we haven't even figured out yet. That could be another bullish thing that no one, because you can't really figure out the implications of those things until they're occurring. Because when whales are getting any percentage points on anything, they are going to look into it, right? Or people, just people.
I will be, but I've taken my Hedron now and I've sold most of it and put it back into Hex and then turn around, put it back on Hedron as a staked HSI stake.
So this is real stuff, guys. Like, let me give you my experience with Hedron so far. I have a compromised account that had a lot of long stakes on them that had served 150 to 200 days. This is just another side benefit completely. I went on to that account, injected Ethereum, went on to the onto the Hedron.pro app, extracted my free airdrop by the mint function, and then claimed them. Wait, I don't know if you can claim them right away, but I don't know how that works. I forgot.
You minted them, which means they're in your MetaMask.
Now, can you ever claim those stakes? Like, instead of doing it the other way, like, can you get the 10x multiplier both ways, or does it just allow you to have it on one side?
As long as you claim, you have the 10x multiplier forever.
Yeah, but the mint. Oh, and then when you mint it, you just get the 10x multiplier.
Yeah, and then you can mint.
So the mint is just a function that means extract.
Yeah, I tried to mint again on one of my stakes today just to experiment, and I didn't get any more Hedron. So I'm kind of. I heard something that the first 2 years were front ran, meaning they paid you the first 2 years worth of Hedron up front so that we can get lots of liquidity of Hedron in the system or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'll find out from the team. and see what's going on. Because
Crypto Gains Club keeps his eyes on just about everything. Yeah, he doesn't. He's on these streams. He's on this stream. Me and Randy looking at this. This is crazy relevant shit, guys. Like this is as relevant as it gets.
You won't see any auctions available. Probably all. Yeah, you could buy HSI wrap stakes as an NFT. That's a whole other function. That's something that anybody can do at any moment and just sell their HEX stakes. But you can also, and after 90 days, when you're going to start being able to bid on people's who haven't been paying their monthly or weekly payment to the Hedron system.
And the secret function of all this that people keep, I went through it, so I noticed it firsthand. There is so many dorks that lost their accounts and that got robbed and that have stakes that are compromised. And they just
like HEX 19, the older gentleman that lost millions. He could go in there right now. Why don't you tweet him and say, "Hey, claim your Hedron."
Because the second I did it, I was like, "Can I extract value? Can I extract value?" And they're like, "Have you served those stakes?" Everyone assumed no. I was like, "Those stakes are like 200 days old, like 150 days old," and they were back when it was 2 cents, so they were much bigger than they seemed at the time. That's exactly how HEX works, by the way. You wait your time, and then the stakes get so much larger. But I extracted, I mean, over $1 billion for free Hedron.
Yeah.
And now I'm on this bullish dopamine rush from a free coin that I free claimed because I had delayed gratification.
Absolutely.
Like, you could just go on the rabbit hole of ecstasy down crypto.
I got it for free, so I just took that HEX that I bought and restaked it because it was free money.
I want to switch it up. I just want to switch it up. I think if anyone has questions in the chat about Hedron, I will ask Randy. He will definitely answer that.
Make it quick though, because I can only stay for a few more minutes.
What did you think about everything? Yesterday? The whole did you watch Rich?
Yeah, I did. I watched the stream.
Yeah, so that, like, his freedom talk, the whole thing, because that meant a lot to me, Randy.
Yeah, that meant a lot to me, but what I heard was PulseX done and 2.5 is coming soon. Okay.
No, but I'm talking about his stream on the HEX conference last night.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Sorry.
Oh, so that was separate. That was just separate. Like, he just went on a stream for the HEX conference and he just talked about freedom.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He just kind of ditched everything and was like, they talked about all the stuff, but Aubrey de Grey was on with him, and they were just talking about freedom
and longevity and stuff like that.
Well, just basically they basically undercut it and said people are taking people's rights away, and that's what's going on right now. Free people are getting their rights taken away, and it's sick. And his YouTube got banned.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Randy, it's so bad, dude.
It is bad, and that's one of the reasons why my wife and I are taking our 4-month-long trip coming up in May. Because we do not know if these tyrants are going to wreck the world again and shut everything down. So we're leaving now because we're travel buffs and we're going to go see things now because I have no idea what these assholes are going to do next.
Yeah, and I have to watch what we say. I have to watch what I do. I have to watch what I type in my comment box because they'll shut your fucking channel down without even you knowing. They don't give you a rule list, guys. They don't send Jim Rat Crypto a list that says, don't talk about smoking. Make sure you don't smoke your vape. I had no idea about the vape. I'm 28 years old. I had not a fucking clue in the world. I could not vape on camera, and they banned my TikTok for a year.
I can't believe they haven't taken you down because you're not wearing a shirt because they've been so stupid.
No, like, I forget about that. Like, I just woke up. Like, literally, I forget because where I'm from and the areas I'm in, like, censorship, I never was a part of my life, right? Like, censorship never had any holds on. I was a kid in the country, sports, no censorship, right? Like, you just do your thing. Now I see it. I'm sick. It's sick. It's so fucking sick. It's worse than I ever could have imagined. And HEX has brought this to my attention 150%. HEX, the men in HEX, Richard Hart, in the rabbit hole.
Absolutely. It's not going to get any easier, guys. We got a long fight coming ahead. It's just that the whole CV thing and the whole Epstein stuff that opened up a lot of eyeballs and showed us that they really don't care about us. If they really cared, then a lot of the people that Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein were associated would be in jail right now, but none of them went to jail. Nobody. And a lot of them ended up dead. So just all we can do is pay attention, get your money out of the system. You don't want to be part of the banking system. I mean, I wouldn't even say 100% crypto. Make sure you have something on the side as well, assets that you can either pay your bills, like growing your own food. That you're ungovernable if you can do these things. So, like we have a house way away from where we
So
live.
that's your goals moving forward, is to not, obviously you have other goals and shit, but like as far as your family, your safety, your future, you're thinking about making sure you have the resources to handle Randy Hilarski and his family.
Yeah, encyclopedia of herbal medicine, self-sufficient lifestyle, indoor growing, Aesop's fables.
When you had children in a family, did that all change for you mentally?
Yeah, like, but I grew up in a family that were hunters and gatherers, and we farmed. I was the kid that mom would say once a week, go out and pick all the beans and tomatoes and stuff like that out of the garden, because we had a huge garden. My mom still does it, and learning these kind of things, bushcraft skills, first aid, bushcraft, trapping, gathering, cooking, fishing, know all this shit, because you do not know what's going to happen. And what we did is we bought a house far away from the city, or not bought, but we rent a house far away from the city, just in case they do stupid lockdowns again. There's something funky happening, because I live right on the Panama Canal. And if there was a war, this is one of those places where the troops are going to move in to protect the canal, and they'll have the whole area on lockdown. So I'm like, okay, we'll just go far away.
These are the men you should be listening to if you're in this chat and you have no idea what we're talking about. Dude, literally, find these guys talk online for free, guys. And it's not, Randy's not the fucking genius of the world. He's a smart, resourceful man that understands logic and reason, and he's taking action on that constantly. You know what I mean? His family, I need to be reminded. People are telling me to get the dry, because I have a big basement cellar here at my house. So I'm trying to put like goods down there, little by little. I don't have much money, but like, the basics to see if I can start. And now I'm realizing like, this is my life. Like, to be honest, Randy, I'm too close to the city. I know this house has to go because I'm way too close to the city. Absolutely.
It makes you, it's nerve wracking. My old house in Rochester, New York was similar situation to yours. I was right next to Kodak, but what we would call the bad neighborhoods were only a mile away. So being that close was kind of nerve wracking. So I'm glad I sold that house. What I would say for you is learn how to indoor grow. Get yourself some solar panels.
There's only one thing I know how to indoor grow, but
if you know how to grow that, then you can grow everything else.
YouTube, baby.
I know. Well, YouTube's here, but will YouTube be here forever? Will they shut down the internet? That's why you have to have this shit. You get your books.
Because if they shut down the internet, guys, your brains still function and you have to survive.
You have to figure stuff out.
They don't just put you, oh, guys, everyone just take a nap while no, you're going to be on feet, starving to death.
Yeah. You got to be prepared. You got to know how to do things. You have to know how to build stuff. So internet, where did gas prices go up where you are? This week they're supposed to go up 15 cents a liter. Actually said, Dad, let's go. So you're looking at about 30 cents a gallon going up this week. They went up about 15 cents a gallon last week. So the prices are going up, but nowhere near what you guys have. I could still, I
wouldn't know, Randy. I don't leave my house.
I could fill up for about $60 with my Volkswagen T1.
My F-150 doxed myself again. No, but like the one I remember, I used to have an F-150 and the prices were around the same at the time, and it was like $120 easily.
Yeah,
like not even and you're just driving back and forth from like your mom's, maybe like grocery store, a friend's house, and it's like $120. You're like, I'm never leaving my house again.
Like, and then when that happened, I think that was like 2008 or 2009 when the gas prices went absolutely crazy. I don't know how if that's the same one you're talking about, but it went crazy back then. And I actually rode my bike. I was a nurse at Tampa General Hospital and St. Joseph's Hospital in Tampa, and I would just ride my bike to work.
And you probably liked that. Maybe.
And then other nurses were making fun of me because I'd come in with my outfits, and I'd be like, "Bitch, sorry." I'd be like, "You're spending $4 a gallon right now."
No, but like people don't think like that, Randy. Again, the public sentiment for so many is that if they have a Gucci watch and they walk into a party, that somehow makes their life better. And I'm not saying Richard and everything. Obviously, that's a different class of human that we're getting.
He does it for investment purposes.
And because he's online. Like that's a sticky subject. Gucci, Versace, that's very sticky online. Okay, like if I could be wearing that, I guess maybe, probably not. But everyone's different, and I guarantee most of his life he was not doing anything remotely like that.
No, he worked his ass off, and he tells us that in the past. But hey, Jim Rat, I gotta get going. Gotta take the Nino to the abuela's house.
Hey man, I appreciate you so much coming on. Your information is always as important as ever to me, for real.
All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Cheers.
Peace. Randy Hilarski, everyone. Hold on one second, guys. If you haven't already, hit the chat. Who is Kevin? Oh, I don't want to dox you, if that's your real name, but Kevin, thank you for coming in. Dude, Randy is so cool. Randy is so cool. I need fucking my mans to come on. Why is he not here? Hold on, I'm calling him. Hey, I know you're listening. I live in the bamboo forest of Hextopia. Yeah, me too. Guys, everything's pumping. What did you all think about the HEX conference? What did anyone give me your ideas on the HEX conference? What you thought? Did you watch the Richard Hart stream? Did you watch? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, so I watched the Richard Hart stream yesterday. You know what? Why don't I just pull it up? Did anyone else watch it? I enjoyed it too. It was very thought-provoking. Some of the questions were a little cringy, but when he was talking by himself, it was amazing. It was truthfully amazing. Great energy, great vibes. The last day of that HEX conference really rounded it up good, I think. I really do think so. I think I'm having lit games on tonight, guys. I think I'm having lit games on official pulsification tonight. I made friends with the baby guy. Guys, make sure you hit this like if you haven't already. I am going to send one more thing to Sam, and we are going to get the second section of this show pumping. I'm going to send a tweet out real quick. Oh, 7 retweets. You guys are the best. You guys are absolutely the best. Yes. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm just answering a few things. Hey, oh my God, Excelsior. Thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate that. Excelsior. Thank you so much. Yeah, I came on there and I think I talked a little bit about Furus. So my whole new thing is about the Furus, and I'm not talking about the TikTok Furus. I'm talking about the Furus that are inside of HEX. And I'm not calling anyone out specifically. I don't care about anyone's personal life, but I admit that I'm a Furu. I'm not there yet, guys. I can onboard people and shit, but I am not there yet. I have more time under tension that I need in this environment in order for me to be able to really come at people about what's going on here. Like, I can mention stuff and like beliefs that I have, but at the end of the day, regurgitating what Richard Hart says is not a good game plan moving forward, because it stops the promotion of free thinking. And a lot of people just take what he says as fact, and a lot of it is fact, and he's basically right about fucking everything, which is annoying. I snuck onto that conference. I got a link from Maddie. He invited me on, and I just snuck on there, and I was like, let's go. And I was freaking out. I was talking about the Furus. I said, there's Furus in HEX right now. I said, ask somebody in HEX if they know about FTX, Solana, and Terra Luna specifically. And if they say no, call them a Furu. Because you need to know about the other stuff too in order to know effectively what product you're on. And that's what I'm working on personally. That is what I'm working on. People are crazy, yo. Oh my God. Hex is going on another tear. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Oh my God. 14.3. It looks so sexy. Oh, it looks so sexy heading up. It looked a lot sexier heading up. I'll tell you that. Guys, hit the like. Let's take a second. I'm waiting for Sam. You have to answer me, Sam. Sam. Yeah, Lit's my boy. It's Crypto Gains Club. I think I'm going on with Lit tonight. I think. Like, let me DM him right now. Let me DM him right now. And sorry, guys, I was on a show last night, Sam Storm show, and it was really freaking late. It was so late. You guys have no idea. And it was so late. I stayed up so late, so I woke up really late. And basically we were shilling Hex on some NFT platform. They got like 50 or 60 live viewers, and we like converted like 2 or 3 people to Hex last night for sure, like randoms. We were like, guys, you're in shit coins. Please, please stop buying the shit. Stop buying the shit. I kept calling all of them fucking morons. Basically, we were like, what are you guys even doing? What are you talking about here? They were talking about Saitama. And I'm not saying that their coins were all garbage and that nobody buys them. I don't know about all that. But these guys were grown ass men and they were buying garbage, like all of them. Like that's all they do is they buy garbage. Guys, the system is way worse off than you realize. 99% of people, 99% of people are fucking clueless. Are fucking clueless. I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry. And I'm not saying clueless about crypto because everyone's clueless about crypto. Nobody learns about crypto, but people are clueless about what they're interpreting and seeing. Like people that have never saw weird shit don't interpret that. People are lying all the time. Everyone's lying on social media. I just started streaming. I know Crypto Gains Club, but at the same time, it's like I asked a bunch of people about Terra Luna. Terra Luna. I wanted to know about Terra Luna, right? Just as a fucking day, I was just researching it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's got a fucking point, dude. It's like, yeah, but Crypto Games Club, there's a lot of these YouTubers that are on here only for attention. And I know you guys might think that's the case for me as well. And maybe it is deep down and I don't fucking realize that. But I don't give a flying fuck. If someone canceled me on this shit, they could suck my big bonky wiener because I would just care less. Like if Richard unfollowed me, if everyone unfollowed me, yeah, it would suck, but I wouldn't care. I would just go on with my life how I always have, and it would be lit. Crypto Gains Club, you're killing me, man. Yeah, I'm always learning live. That's my thing. I'm a live learner because I just use this as study time, you know? Hold on. I'm gonna let Sam talk for a little bit once I Oh, I'm a learning fucking machine. Literally a learning machine. I refuse to not learn all day long. Dude, I was up late as last night learning about stuff that I had no business even thinking about. And I was just like, human hex trafficker, what kind of promise coins have you chased? That's the only way, dude. It's the only fucking way. People don't realize. Another thing people don't realize, I'm working 14 hours per day. I do not care about working 14 hours per day. I kind of like it. Anyway, so when you're working 14 hours a day and not really making any money and doing something nonstop, guys, I have no choice on what I do. My brain decides. Literally, my brain decides what I do. And my brain says work, value, money, future, success. It doesn't say waste time, make money, don't really put in extra effort. Like I'm now working for myself, so I'm just leveraged 100% working machine, learning machine. I have no choice. It's all on me now. And I like it that way. Oh my, hey, not Mohammed. Is this your First time on the chat? Nice to meet you, Not Muhammad. Where did you learn about? How did you learn about this chat? If you don't mind me asking, I'd like to know, guys. If you can take 1 second, I'm inviting Sam. He's coming in. He has a lot of questions. Sam has crazy questions. Again, he is my personal trainer and life coach for 10 years. Well, 6 years. And oh, my bad, Not Muhammad. I just get confused every once. Just pictures. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm gonna pull you up so I don't forget you. But Sam's got a lot of questions. Sam's a new Hexican, guys. Sam did not know anything about crypto until a month ago when I taught him. Now he's a part of the show. He has Hex videos. He has videos comparing Hex to other things. He's learning on the fly. This is why I love this guy. This is why I love this guy, because he does not fucking play around. He learns. He dives in. He figures out what's going on, and he fucking figures it out quick, and then he starts making content about it. And that's where I never did the content making part. I just did the learning part before. Now I want to make Hex a better place. I think Hex is the best cryptocurrency that is ever created. Yeah, Sam 369. That's right. We need to change his name to Sam Stoll 369. But I think crypto. I think Hex crypto is the best cryptocurrency that ever has existed up until this point. Therefore, I'm hedging all my bets on it intellectually, but I'm also I'm hedging my bets on myself intellectually, because up until this point, everyone told me shit that was not true. Everyone told me, "Oh, your body doesn't matter, your ego doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, that doesn't matter." Everything they said was bullshit. I'm not saying they didn't have good intentions, but at the same time, my life is great. I enjoy myself. I'm calm. I'm peaceful. I drink tea in the morning. I go to the gym, and I still aggressively go to the gym. Yeah, I totally agree, Hex Champion. Like, he has a different spin on things. Sam is a very unconventional dude. He's super, super unconventional. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I gotta call Sam real quick. He just called me. Is that a spammer? Get the spammer out of here. Get the Oh, Sam is so jacked. Sam is this a spammer? If he's a spammer, Yasmin Gibson. Yasmin. I love that name though, Yasmin. I have a few friends with that name. All right, once Sam comes on, I'm going to show this a little more. Yeah. Dude, I love Chad. I love Jack Smirk Raven. I just call him Chad because he's the goat. Dude, Chad, you're a fucking nice dude, bro. Who are you, Chad? I mean, smirking revenge. Sorry, guys, I got a little bugged out again. Yo, spam, Jack 2. I think he's smart. Ninja chopsticks. Boom. Everybody hit the like. Sam's on his way here. He just called me. What were we just talking about? We were just talking about some real shit, dude. I think Hex is the best cryptocurrency that as anyone has ever designed and made. And I am dedicating my whole entire life to making money online and just doing the Hex thing. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. And I'm going to do it better than everyone else. And that's how I've always been talking to myself. That's how I talk to myself. Oh yeah, freaking jacked up about shit. I get jacked up. Hey, Crypto Games Club, you want to come on here? Boom. Boom. Hey, Chad. 100. Damn. That got hardcore real quick. Guys, Sam Stoll is in the building. I'm going to give him 2 seconds to just sit there and make his heart rate go down 2 beats per second. We've had a great show so far, Sam, and we're inviting him on right now, guys. Sam Stolt, he's got questions. He's not involved like directly with watching the Richard Hart stuff, so we'll kind of fill him in on that. And we'll talk about Hedron. HEX is absolutely blowing off top right now, Sam. It's up 30% on the day, and everything else is at zero. I mean, the same. So Hedron's doing very similar. So there's some shit going on, and Hedron, guys, still has about 10 zeros in front of it before it hits a number. So if you think you're late to the party, you need to start thinking straight. Sam Stoll, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good? How is everybody? I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So that quick recap, thank you for that. Crypto Gains, HEX champion, HEX Crystal Meth. What's good? Hey, so what's going on with? I'm pulling up the chart right now for
Richard Hart's YouTube got canceled. Yeah.
The channel?
Yep.
Deleted?
Yeah. Because he was on last night and he wasn't even on his stream last night. He wasn't even on his stream. He was on a HEX conference stream, which was 100% different stream. There's all with Aubrey de Grey talking about freedom. That's all they were talking about, freedom, and people getting their rights taken away. But he has gotten this before, and they will probably reinstate it. But he knows it's happening. They're like, guys, censorship is here. Like Richard Hart's going to get canceled. He's going to get canceled, dude.
I'm pulling up.
But not like HEX won't get canceled, but like he will as an individual. Like they might not let him portray himself online if this shit gets big enough. They'll just have to make a new server.
Wow. So how did you find out? How did you get the information? Like, how did you find out?
I watched it all. I watched the whole entire stream, and then I was on Twitter and I saw, last night I went on a stream until 12 at night. So I was up all night on a stream on this dude's channel. It's called Sandstorm After Dark. We were pushing HEX, telling NFT dudes they were dumb as shit. Dude, Sam, you have no idea how many people are spending their whole life savings on NFTs, and they truthfully believe it's the future. No, like the specific, like little nuanced groups, people get you brainwashed in them. So they come in, let's say you're like an anime dude, and you're like new to the crypto space and they know you're new. They just basically tell you this is called Saitama. It's just like some Asian fucking meme coin. And it's like a pump and dump. They all lost money, but they still just love the thing to death. So stupid, Sam.
Wow. So his whole channel is gone now.
At this moment, yes. So this has happened once before, and it does happen when he gets around controversial topics, but that could also just be coincidence. I got banned on TikTok Live for a year for smoking my vape.
Well, this is some sketchy shit. I've got multiple TikTok video or channels deleted.
Don't go live, Sam. Never go live. I'm telling you right now. I experimented with it. You're just going to get canceled. You can't even if you're saying good shit. I was talking about Hedron the first time I got booted. I was talking about Hedron.
Wow.
I wasn't talking. They don't even know what Hedron is. They just didn't. Somebody just reported me for smoking my vape. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're talking about controversial shit. If you're good looking and charismatic, people just report you. And now what they do is they just put a day ban on you. And if it happens like 5 times in a row, they just put you in for like a year. It's so dumb, Sam.
So I'm pulling up Twitter right now. It has Richard Hart mentioned anything on Twitter?
Let me see. I'm sure. I mean, this is par for the course for him. But I'm gonna look right now.
What's that?
This is par for the course.
You posted on your Instagram story. You posted on your Instagram stories, and I went over there and actually checked it out. It was like 2 minutes, but I kind of briefly touched on my internet went down the other day, so I called them. They're like, okay, cool, we'll send somebody out. And I was like, this is not why I paid the highest price you guys have for fucking internet to have shit going down every other month. And so they sent somebody out. They ran a new cable from the street, like from the pole to my house. Then the next day, my girlfriend's like, hey, there's a cable that's from the telephone pole into the road up to our house. and it's the cable that fucking dude just hung. So I'm literally have my phone tethered to the computer. That's why I cut out yesterday, because my phone just wasn't capable of keeping up with the stream and the internet on the computer at the same time. So I didn't realize any of this shit was going on.
Yeah, that's dumb.
This is
Yeah, no, that fucking dude. Fuck that guy. Whoever put that fucking cable in can go fucking suck a dick.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we'll be back tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 8
You'd
p.m."
be like, send another guy because I'm gonna chew this motherfucker out for sucking at his job and fucking the internet up. It's like, Jesus Christ. Sorry you hired it anyway. So yes.
So what's it called? Up 21% today. Relative to BTC, it's up 30%.
I want you to practice doing this. So pull up Nomics and then pull up, just go to the HEX thing and just pull it up. So HEX USD and then Nomics is what I type into the space bar.
Okay, so I am on Nomics and I'll pull up HEX.
Yep, and that's the best way to do it as far as when you're checking the price action for anything, any coin. Would be Nomics.
Okay, so Nomics is better than any other.
As far as the interface for the screen share. When I'm mentioning I'm more looking at like the interface for you, like to be easily able to show what's going on, because a lot of them you have to click through other browsers, and it's annoying because the screen share always fucks up. Yeah, so pull that up. Let's look at that for a sec, and scroll down. And okay, now scroll down more.
Oh wow!
All right, right there's good. So get to where the chart is.
This one here.
Yep. So that's like the daily. No, right there. No. That's the chart. So yeah.
This is relative to
one huge pump. So think about it. The bottom's right there, all the way on the left. The bottom left. That's the bottom of the HEX chart. So go all the way to the left. That's the lowest point the HEX chart really ever got in the last 7 months. Yeah. But I mean, it dipped that area a couple times throughout the past month. Anyway, when there's a pump like this, Sam, what you need to start to learn is like pumps are just trends, right? It's just a trend. But when trends happen, other motherfuckers do it too. So it's almost just like a spill factor effect. That's what crypto really is. Like when shit starts moving up, that's why me and all my friends kind of know, like, it doesn't really matter when. It just matters like who's the first one to do it. Like it could be tomorrow and it could be next year, but someone's going to buy because the value is so good compared to the dollar per the dollar that somebody buys, and this, guess what? It's time to roll because it's going straight to the goddamn moon. Now, this could be a fake out, Sam. I would, if I saw this go up to 21 cents, I would not think it was a fake out. So if this goes up to around 21 past that point, but at the same time, anything can happen in crypto, guys. And in the same token, this could be a $1.13 in 4 months. Easy.
What time did the ban happen? I'm curious because it seems like kind of coincidental. I don't know, maybe just because I'm new and I didn't see this, but you have the live streaming happening. I saw like 2 seconds of Aubrey right as Aubrey was leaving, and then this is the morning of. So this was the morning of yesterday. So over to the left here would be like the morning of yesterday when the pump started occurring, like people started noticing the pump, and then but it was like a Richard News pump. But again, guys, this could be a fake out just as much. I'm not buying at 14 cents right now. I'm waiting for the whales to do all that action. Because someone could sell this all down right now, or someone could buy this all up and say, fuck it, the cycle's over. Let's go. That's what they do, guys. That is like the realistic part of it. It's like, it's literally somebody buying it. Like, you got to think about it like that. It's somebody that if you had $100 million and you were about to buy something, you knew it would change the whole market. You'd be very aware of that. It's not like you would be unaware of that. It's not like Sam would be like, man, I have $100 million. And it's just like, fucking HEX is sick. And blah, blah, blah. No, he would be like, I know if I make this exact move, this will occur, and then this will happen because of the social aspect of it. They know all that stuff, the whales, I feel like. So is this 1 week? It's 1 week highs. Yep. This is 1 month. Okay. It's looking interesting. It does look like there's a trend change. Let's see here. So it got down to 10.08, which is almost exactly 80 cents, I think. And that's probably right around where you bought. Well, so I literally just moved the money from Coinbase to MetaMask yesterday, and my intention was to move it from MetaMask to Matcha today and get it purchased today. Just know that you don't have to worry.
And that's what a lot of people do. They worry, right? It's 14 cents is nothing at $1,000. You're not going to be thinking, man, I wish I made that buy 6 hours earlier. You're not.
Yeah.
You're just
Correct.
not. I bought at 2 cents and it was at 54 cents. Do I wish I sold it all at the top? Of course. But I would have never been able to do that. So I would never predict in the future that I will be able to do that.
And if you look at this is over the past year, and this is just year to date. So year to date, it's been up to 28.5 cents, and we're literally a half of that right now, which is perfect time to get into that.
Sam, I want you have anything to say in particular right now? Because I have to step away for a second, but we'll keep this chart up and he can, you want me to keep the chart up? Go to the Hedron. Go to the Hedron.
Hedron. Okay. So what's the Hedron ticker thing?
Just write HEDRON. And
so we're at 0.00.
Dude, look at the number.
120%
on the daily.
Okay, so let's take a look at the daily here. If you got to run the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
No, I'm curious.
Okay, so this is just over the last 24 hours. This is the daily. The daily.
Yeah. Now pop out one Zoom section to a week.
One week.
Okay, we all bought that bottom, by the way. All my friends bought that bottom, by the way. We were all buying in that bottom. And now zoom out one more.
Oh man, this is going to be over the 1 month here. Oh wow! This literally just popped up here. Literally,
Sam, we are in price discovery right now, and what that means is no one knows what's going to happen. No one knows when the buy pressure will stop. No one knows if anyone's going to sell. Price discovery is a function of social consensus almost, because no one fucking knows except the people that are like buying it all, and they know more than we do.
So after I get HEX, then I take that HEX and I go through one last thing before I have to get back to work. T-share is what matters, not price.
Accumulating never ends. T-share preservation is key. I 100% agree with that statement. Anyone that's in HEX understands that statement. Anyone who's not in HEX does not understand that statement, and that is a problem because he is right. It's your money printers. It's how much of the pie you have. How much interest are you earning, and how long is that interest earning you interest? I mean, how long is that yield earning you interest? If Crypto Gains Club knows in 15 years he's going to be making 6 HEX per day, and then we're building wealth here, guys. We are buying wealth.
This is literally the same type of dip that was with HEX when it first came out in the first couple weeks or something like that, where price came down. When I was looking at it the other day, when it first launched, it came down for the first couple weeks, and now it's going up. So this is interesting. Okay, so I had a question, and anybody in the comments or Scott, when this 100-day period for Hedron is over with, what exactly? How does somebody utilize Hedron?
So what you need to understand is that people don't care about utilization, first of all. So Hexicans do, but humans do not. Dogecoin went up 63,000%. Would you have been able to chit chat about that before Dogecoin started? No. So there is a level of unpredictability here, guys. But if we know anything, Hedron and HEX are directly correlated, 100% directly correlated. And Hedron is 100% undervalued because it's brand new.
So when did this started to kind of really happen?
And again, this was all
March
just
5th.
Within days. Yeah.
So March 5th. Let's see what the action was right at the time. This is at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m. So this is right around when HEX started taking off. Right around this period, I think.
These two things will be forever directly correlated. So if this survives the test of time, Hedron, because it's directly proportional to the staking function, which is directly proportional to the HEX price. And Hedron, listen to this, Sam. Hedron allows you, let's say that you got cancer real fucking bad in 10 years, and you were like, fuck, shit's over. I need $1 million. I'm going to fucking die anyway, probably, right? So Hedron allows you, if I stake through Hedron right now, let's say I stake a big fat bag for 15 years. And let's say in 5 years, I get the bad cancer. I can just take all my Hedron out and sell it. And then I just owe them for the stake. Like they can auction off the stake. Like people are just paying for the stake. It's never sold. Your stake doesn't get sold. You're just taking the hedron off that, selling that, and someone else gets your stake unless you pay back.
I don't.
So
Okay,
basically, it's making it so you never have to sell your hex, Sam. You'll never have to sell your hex, even if you need 100 grand.
Wow.
Because if you stake through the hedron app, when that time comes in 5 years, when you need to do that, you can just take your hedron out, sell it, and that was collateralized against your stake. So now they're going to auction your stake off. But if you needed that money, like if your stake, now they're saying you don't have to end stake and sell it and fuck the system up. You can just collateralize it and give the thing away.
So if you after this first 100 days of hedrons free money, then you get into
yes, you can swap USD for hedron. You can swap basically any ERC20 for hedron.
Okay, so now here's an idea, but that also, what do you do if somebody? So the only way to use hedron, if somebody has staked through hex.com, you can't use it then in the future after the first 100 days.
Yes, you can. You just don't get the multiplier. So listen, after 100 days, you can only mint. So there's an airdrop portion of this, and then there's a hedron portion of this. So you got to think there is an airdrop. That's not something that's going to be occurring. The airdrop, it goes to all hex stakers. So basically, they're giving out the coin to people that already have hex stakes served. That's why I got free coins. I got 1 billion free coins at hedron. 1 billion.
Wow.
And it was $200 at the time, and now it's probably $400.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
So I know people that have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of free hedron because they pressed a button.
No, that's $5,600 now.
Oh, 1 billion.
So you have 5
because the number doesn't
$5,000.
pop up next to it because the number's so small that the MetaMask calculator just doesn't produce the number because the fraction is too small.
If you take 1 billion,
they just know how dumb I am now. Now they know how dumb I am. They know, $1 billion or 100 million. I might have to well, I'm not allowed to look.
Well, then you don't need to pull it up now. Don't pull it out. We can do that later. Okay,
but it could be guys. That could be 100 million. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was because I remember talking about getting 24 million from one stake. 24. Fucking guys, these numbers are too big, so I get fucking confused. But I don't think it doesn't sound like $5,000 would be. That sounds too high.
Okay, so it could be 100 million. That's fine. Okay, so you go through, and after the airdrop portion, which we're going through currently, then you have hex. It's staked. How do you go through and use hedron? You take your hex stake somehow.
You go to hedron.pro. So if you wanted to use hedron right now, Sam Stolt wants to fucking interact with hedron, but he doesn't have any stakes. You go to hedron.pro. You buy hex and you stake it through their app. That means you're always getting through that. It's always minting those hedron for you. And if you take them out, then it's called a something stake, like a collateralized stake. So that it's officially as collateralized stake when you take that hedron out and sell it. The fucking somehow you either pay the value back or they auction off your stake. So if you don't pay the value back, they auction off that stake.
So what happens at the end of the stake if you did not take hedron out?
You get the hedron and the stake.
Bro, so why? This is.
You won't. No, you're right. You're right.
Crazy.
Why would you ever do it? It's crazy.
Yeah, this is insane. So this is basically saying, hey, if you take your hex and you stake it at 37%, right? You're going past 4,000 days. You get 37 and change, and then if you put that into the HSI, like the hedron staking feature thing, you get free hedron.
And that's just
that if you don't touch it, then that means that you're 37%. Who knows how much more?
Yeah, but you don't even know the power of bullshit. Like there's bullshit people might buy hedron and never know what it is. That's what you don't get yet. Like the general population, when they come in, they don't even know what the fuck they're buying. They could think hedron is Bitcoin. Like if you told everyone hedron was Bitcoin and it was the same exact thing, they would just believe you.
I literally talked to my neighbor. I'm outside doing some messaging and cardio at the same time at like 6 o'clock in the morning. My neighbor's out walking his dogs, and I'm talking to him. I was like, "Hey, have you ever looked at?" He's 60 something years old. I was like, "Hey, have you ever looked into any cryptocurrencies?" He's like, "Yeah, I own that dog coin." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's everyone. No. You're gonna everywhere you go. You're done. Your whole experience with the public now is destroyed. If it wasn't destroyed already, it's just stomped in the ground now. Because I go to the gym, guys I respect, guys I lift with, guys I talk to, and then I learned about their crypto and I learned about their finances, and I never spoke to them again.
Holy shit! So let me grasp this for a second. What is the rate at which you mint Hedron?
10,000 per B share. So you get 10,000 coins per B share, which is a hundredth of a T share.
Okay, so
and a T share is roughly $1,200. So I think a B share is like within the pennies right now. So you're getting $10,000 for pennies or for dollars.
So, well, I thought a T share was about $4,000 or something.
No, it depends how long the multiplier is. That is. I always do it for like if you outstake it because when I'm always pitching it. But yes, if you do it for a day, yes, a T share is. Remember, a T share is just
that's
high.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay, so you're saying a T share in time 0 or time 1, time like 2 days, 5 days is about $4,000. T share 4,000 plus 1 day is
$1,700.
$1,700. Okay, so $1,700.
So you're saving. No, you're tripling your value. You triple your value from the 1 day price to the 4,000 day price, roughly. So whatever you put in, whatever you put in for 1 day, if you did it for 4 years, you'd be getting 3 times the T share rate.
So 1,700.
So if I put 7,000 hex in, I'll do the math right now. I'll pull up the hex.
Yes, this is what I want to do the math on this because this is insane. This is absolutely insane.
No, it's crazier than insane. Like I'm still like jaw dropping insanity every time I go into the chat. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna be so rich. What the fuck is going on? Like
because this is literally like the cheat code that just puts your stake that's already fucking awesome with hex and it's like, oh, let me give you some steroids. You're gonna be loving this shit. Like that's literally what we're talking about.
So like now, and I'm not gonna pull up my screen or anything.
So 1 T share is 1,700. A B share is 1/100th or 1/1000th. Anybody in the comments? What's up, Ninja? What's up, Not Mohammed and Jamie? How you doing? Okay, so Jamie says 1,000 B shares equals 1 T share. Thank you. Okay, so
all right, so 21,000 hex right now. 21,000 hex is 1 T share for 1 day.
Okay, so
if I took 21,000 hex and press stake for 1 day, I would get 1 T share, which is 6 hex per day for that 1 day. But what's more valuable, 6 hex per day for 1 day or 6 hex per day for 15 years?
Yes, exactly. Okay, so how many hex would you? So you would.
So if that number is 21,000, if you divide that by 3, that's your 4,000 day max multiplier rate. So what's 3 divided by that? Remember I said 7,000 roughly?
Yeah.
So 7,000 for that 4,000 days. So think about that, Sam. 7,000 hex for 4,000 days. You get 6 hex. You don't even have to invest anymore.
It's $900. $1,000 gives you 7,000 hex.
Right now it does. But tomorrow it could be fucking crazy. You never know. That's why when you experience this next pump, Sam, and you will, whether you're in deeper, in half, or a little bit of bag, a little bit of not, once you know what's going on, you're going to be like you're just going to be like, because the pump solidifies it in your head. You need to see a pump in order for it to solidify. It has to. You not enough brain power to override that system in your head for understanding. Like there's just
you can't explain sex to somebody unless they have sex. The same
concept
probably applies to this. Right?
It is. Yeah. You're like, you guys don't understand. This thing drops 80%. They're like, you're crazy. You're crazy. And you're like, it went up 1,100% in 3 months.
Okay, so now you have 7,000 hex hypothetically. You take that 7,000 hex and you put it into Hedron.
Hedron has officially done a 7x. That's what Pulse Lord says. A 7x free airdrop, guys. Free airdrop.
So what does 7,000 hex get you in Hedron?
I couldn't tell you.
How would I figure that out?
Yeah. I can tell you that. It gets you a million hex per day.
A million Hedron?
Well, at the rate it was when I first did it, but now it'll be 7 times less than that. Wait, no, it's a 10x multiplier right now. You get one. Listen to this. You get. I don't. You can figure out the math on this. For every B share, you get 10,000. No, for every B share, you get 10,000 coins. That's it.
Okay, every B share. A B share is equal to 1/1000th. Okay, so hold on. Let me just run this through so mentally I understand. Divided by 1,000. So a B share costs in Hedron $1.
10,000. Oh, the 10x multiplier. So it's 9,000 now because it was 10,000. Now it's 9,000 because yesterday it ticked down on the multiplier. So every B share gets you 9,000 HEX. I mean 9,000 Hedron.
So 9,000
because there's a bonding curve.
Okay, so 9,000 Hedron. Now let me go back to the Hedron price so that I can figure this out. Oh, it's already. By the way, it's up further. It's 0.00006 instead of 5.
Get your screen set up and talk to the chat for a second and talk about whatever questions you have. I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds.
Okay, cool, perfect. And so what I'm trying to do, because I'm brand new at this. Okay, I just showed my screen, or it doesn't matter. You can keep it this way too. I want to figure out. I'm new to this, right? I sacked on L loans or liquid loans and PulseX, right? PulseX, I got in a couple days before, like it was a Wednesday and it stopped on Friday, or it was Thursday and it stopped on Friday. So I've got a little bit of PulseX and I've got a little bit of liquid loans. Now I want to get into HEX so that I can get Hedron. So if hypothetically I put in $1,700 and I got one B share, and I'm going to try to look at the comments while I'm doing this. If I put in $1,700, correct me if I'm saying something that is incorrect in the comments. HEX to learn what's good, and Ninja Chopsticks was good, and Pulse Lord, hey, how you doing? Okay, so 1,700 gives me one B share. That, if I'm understanding this correctly, 1,700 gets me one B share. One B share gets me 9,000 Hedron, right? And if that's in the comments, is 9,000 Hedron per just in, that's the total amount that I get, or is it you get some amount per day for each additional day that is staked? I'm curious to know, Pulse Lord or anybody in the comments, let me know if that is accurate. If I do one B share into Hedron, I get 9,000 Hedron now. What does that come out to in terms of the price? Well, let's take a look. 9,000 times times 0.00000626. That's currently 5 additional cents. But I think I'd love to know in the comments if this is per day. Okay, here we go. HEX to learn. Thank you for the comment, HEX to learn. I appreciate it. One Hedron per B share. So if you have 0.8 T shares, that's 0.8 T shares, that's 800 B shares. So you're getting 800 Hedron per day times the multiplier, which is 9,000, I think, if I'm understanding that correctly. HEX to learn. So let me do that real quick. So if you have one T share, Scott, listen to this and see if this makes sense. You have one T share, that's going to be 1,000 HEX per day, so 1,000 Hedron per day, times the multiplier,
which is 9K right now.
Just 9,000.
Which is 9. The multiplier is 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, so 1,000 times 9, so it's 9,000. So that's 9,000 per day for the remainder of this 100-day period.
I'm going to pull up the Hedron.pro website and talk through it with you just so we know.
Okay. I'm going to literally read through the entire white paper like this afternoon and make a video about it just so that I have.
I can get the guy on the show too.
Let's have him on because
we are, because he is like supposedly the most honest, willing man when it comes to every question in history. Like he's never dodged a question ever. Which is, come on, in crypto, Sam, in crypto, not dodging questions.
This is some crazy shit, though, guys. This is
the craziest shit that's ever.
This is okay. So HEX, functional crypto. Hedron site deals in B shares only, so T share almost irrelevant. Okay, cool. Because the only thing relevant. Oh, by the way, you need to bring your photo back up or your picture back up. So a t-shirt, the only thing you can think about is a t-shirt is just 1,000 P shares.
23 guys in the chat. That's my all-time highs, guys. Flex off for all-time highs.
Yes.
Yes. Look at that guy. Yes. All-time
yeah.
highs. Hex to learn, dude. I don't think I've ever seen Hex to learn in here. I know Hex to learn, but
Hell yeah.
guys, all-time highs. I've been doing this for 18 days. I'm bringing real shit back to crypto. If you're hearing me right now, listen. If you don't know me, listen. If you don't know Sam, listen. We want honesty, transparency throughout the world. We don't care if we have to struggle financially. You know, obviously, I don't believe I will struggle financially in the future, but I would accept that fate if it came to me fighting for what I believed in. I mean, I would obviously want to pay for my bills and stuff, but I'd rather sit here for the rest of my life and break even and talk the shit that I want to talk than sell out to NFT companies and that want to pay $1,200 a show just to show their bullshit. Because that's what YouTube is, Sam.
Yes.
That's what YouTube is. And
Yes.
I will not stand for that. And I think I will have enough buying power in the future to not have to stand for anything. So that's
you
what
will 100%. You will 100%.
That's what we're doing here.
100%.
We want everyone around us to have freedom and power. That's what we want because that's what we've got. And we never thought it was possible. At least I didn't when I was younger. I did not think. When I was younger, I thought no way. I thought no way this could be this dope as at this age. No way. No way.
Scott, read and this is just the beginning. This is literally because you just quit. You literally just quit working about a month ago. Wait, give it a year, give it 2 years, and I've quit for 3 years. I haven't been working for 3 years, like in the traditional sense. It's insane because every single year you're in a completely different spot. You're mentally you're in such a different spot. Your network is like much bigger. The people you talk to regularly is so much bigger. It's a beautiful thing to be in that spot. Pulse Lord, my thing might be cutting out. Pulse Lord says, this is interesting. If this, and I'll read the paper this afternoon to fully understand. You can claim to lock in your bonuses on each stake and mint at any time. Minting also locks in your bonus rate.
So listen to this. If you stake, this is what he's saying. If let's say Sam Stolt made a stake today on hex.com. So Hedron doesn't even exist. There's like Sam went on hex.com and made a stake because he wanted that APY. Then you go a couple of days. Sam goes a couple of days, and now you're here with me, and I'm telling you, dude, you put a stake in 2 days ago. Go to hedron.pro, scroll down, and you press claim on that button. That's the airdrop. They're doing this to incentivize people to do this right now. So people are buying and staking Hex just for Hedron right now, guys. And just know this, Sam. If you go on there, go scroll down and press claim for the whole rest of your stake, that's an active Hedron stake. You're earning Hedron. You can mint it.
And that means you're
with the 9x multiplier forever. On that stake, you're getting that 9xer.
Wait a second.
Pulse Lord, do you want to come on, brother, and clarify some stuff? Just anyone, Hex to learn, anyone who I don't know if y'all are on camera or whatever. I know Pulse Lord is. That's why I asked him. Oh,
Holy shit, that's crazy, bro.
Dude, we're telling you, it takes. I have to say this real quick. It takes so long to understand intimately these cryptocurrencies, Hex, Pulse Chain, Hedron, that when you figure it out, you're like, oh my God, I'm smarter than everyone. You're like, I'm smarter than everyone else that didn't do this because I looked harder, I searched harder, I social calibrated harder, I did everything harder. And now we ended to this point where we're having a conversation online about free money that's like somehow continues to be free money in our brain, and we know that it's going to get bigger. Like I'm
going to pull up
our raw emotions in the morning, guys. Are absolute. We get so dopaminergic at this time of the day. I do, at least. Like this is the time of the day my brain's really like asking for info.
This is insane. This is crazy. Okay, so this is Hedron.pro. The flow chart. Somebody mentioned this. I've never personally. Let me see if I can just make it a little bit bigger. Does that help? No. Okay. It's pretty small. Let me see if I can change something on my end so that I can make it bigger. Did that help at all? Where's the chart? Okay, now I can actually read it. So HEX, stake your HEX instant. You can borrow in advance. So Scott, this means that I could stake money today in HEX and access that money, even though I put it 4,000 plus days
Tomorrow, yes.
today.
No,
Wow.
tomorrow after the hour clicks over, because it clicks over at 8:00. Same time the HEX interest clicks over. Dude, this is crazy shit, bro. Dude, like this rabbit hole does not stop. This is at the bottom of a bear market, of a fucking nuclear worldwide bear market. And we're finding 116% free claims. 7x free claims because the dudes here are geniuses. And they understand game theory because they study Richard Hart. And then these guys that study Richard Hart and study on their own, they come up with these fucking fabulous ideas. Like the fact that another dude snuck a cryptocurrency in that anyone in the HEX community would even look at, let alone the fucking founder probably thinks it's dope.
And what we learned yesterday from Shakes and Apes or whatever his thing was, he said that the Hedron, you could actually implement the Hedron protocol into other cryptos, which means that Hedron by itself could become a utility to other cryptos besides HEX, that means very bullish. If that is accurate, that's very bullish for the Hedron price. If he can get other people to adopt this who have staking protocols. That's it. Wow. Fuck. I'm going to be doing this today. After we finish this call up, this is incredible. Like,
you know, when I bring that passion to the table, when I first tell you about this shit, that's what you're experiencing. You're starting to experience it. You're starting to understand. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with this. You're understanding in the moment, and you're like, holy shit, we found something. Because I've already presented it to you, and now you have evidence that's starting to suggest that what I'm saying is true, which you need as a human. You need some evidence, right? Like, and then it just comes together, and you learn about Richard Hart, you learn about everything, and it's crazy, man.
Wow. This is, what was that last comment from somebody saying that you can pull out almost all your claims or something, or all your stakes? And how does the payback period? Well, I can read through.
So you'd have to sell your Hedron. So basically, you sell your Hedron that's the whole point of Hedron.
And how do you go back and pay that off? Or does
I don't know. I don't know any of that. I think that it's automated. So you lock into a contract probably that says if you do this, that occurs, and if you do that, this occurs.
Wow.
Because they wouldn't leave it up to the hands of the people. There's no middlemen, remember? That's crypto.
Why it's so awesome.
There's no middlemen. It's either automatic or get the fuck out of here. You don't have a project.
Wow.
That's what this is. This is automated, no middlemen, no middlemen, no middlemen, no middlemen. What the fuck is no middlemen? That doesn't even exist in this world. No middlemen. Now it does.
Pulse Lord says send him a link.
Oh shit, Pulse Lord! I'm so fucking sorry. I'm such an idiot.
No, you're good. You're good. We were talking. I'm curious to hear what Pulse Lord has to say.
Yeah,
so
me too. Because he spits fucking fire.
While he's getting on, I want to hear the quick recap of the stuff that was covered on the live stream, because I only watched a minute, and then because I was using my phone, it kept cutting out, or maybe it was the feed, but I didn't actually finish watching them. So I'm curious to know what actually happened. You can borrow against the full amount of your Hedron. You'd get the full stake. Interesting. I wonder how the payload is. They did the claim function instead of a sacrifice and airdropped to Hexagons. Fucking awesome idea. Bring up the flow chart. Crypto Games 369. I will be reading that and going through that and doing a detailed video on my other channel. I don't remember, or not the channel that I'm like commenting on, but a different channel later today. So swap on Meta and stake on Hedron Pro site. So Christopher asks, Christopher Riddell. By the way, Chris, thanks for coming in 2 days.
Chris, great to see you.
So swap on Meta and stake on Hedron pro site. So we're gonna get Paul Stewart on here, and he should be able to answer it.
Before you stake on Hedron, let's remember, Chris, we get clear information before we do things. That question right there is flimsy as fuck. Like, wait until you know everything before you won't have a question by the time you're pressing that swap function. Right now, we got to figure out why you want to stake on Hedron, what Hedron does. Can we trust Hedron long term? What if it's a pump and dump? What if it's a pump and dump? What if it's a pump and dump, Sam? What if this dude's going to wreck us? That's what everything, 99% of things are a pump and dump, Sam.
Yeah.
So this could literally be the next biggest pump and dump.
So you're earning like $500? Hey, Paul Stewart, how you doing? I saw a couple minutes of you and Scott the other day after I ended up getting off, but I tuned back in and I heard a tiny bit of what you were saying, but I appreciate you taking the time, and I'd love to hear your perspective.
Can I give you the floor for a second, Pulse Lord, to give your piece on Hedron and say what's up?
Yeah, so hold on a second. Yeah. All right. Anyway, you still got.
Oh, fuck. He's fucking driving. He's a working man. Yeah, he'll come back.
Tune back on for a second.
And Chris, I could send you on too.
You can come on and ask questions.
Yeah.
We're going through this process. By tonight, I'll have a much better understanding of Hedron because I'll read through the site and all the details of it.
Hedron is all we're studying right now. It's like insane.
That's
What
go
up?
ahead, Paul Stewart.
What's up? All right, so I got a minute. I'm just gonna spit out. My basic understanding is you connect your wallet just like you would to MetaMask or whatever else, and then it just it needs to calculate what you can mint or claim based off of your stakes. You know what I mean? And then each day that it's added, that there's an amount that's mintable if to each stake separately, right? I'm trying to think of what other questions I saw in the chat.
I'll ask you the questions because I have them all in
right,
my brain. So like one thing I want to understand, let's understand backwards a little bit. Hedron has value as a speculative asset. So let's get that straight, right? Like you can buy Hedron and people buy random shit anyway. So
there's going to be a market, and it's I'm sure it's going to do up and to the right. So beyond that, if you want to know the function of it, is that if you create one of these NFT HSI stakes, whatever they call it.
So an HSI stake, for everyone who's wondering, is when you go on that Hedron.pro app and actually stake your HEX through that app, you have now created an HSI stake.
Right. So, and when you do that, then those particular stakes you're able to borrow against, which would be not any multipliers, but just the flat rate of what that stake with no bonus multiplier would be able to generate until the end of the stake, right? So you're getting that in Hedron. It's not a dollar value.
So the Hedron actually when you do stake it through that app, this is a question. When you do stake it through that app, that's actually not have anything to do with the multiplier.
Well, I think that, yes. I think today if you made an HSI, I don't see why it wouldn't get a 9x bonus. But you can't borrow a 9x bonus.
I see.
It's only going to loan you that
I mean, that's how I understand it, and I don't know how that washes out. Like, if you were to borrow the 1x amount, but you made the stake today, and you also locked in a 9x bonus. I'm not quite sure how that would work out. If each day there would be extra bonus Hedron, I don't know. But what I was trying to get at was, if you borrow against one of these stakes, then every month there's a certain amount of Hedron that you're required to pay back against that loan. If you don't, for some reason, and you go into default, then that stake will go up for auction, and they're only purchasable with Hedron. That's why that's the underlying value or function of why people would want to accumulate Hedron, because those are the only people that are going to be able to buy these stakes that go into default potentially.
Oh, wow. So it actually gives you leverage over the whole system of everything to have the ability to.
My connection was breaking, and I missed that last part, Paul Lord. Sorry about that. With the building the leverage.
If you default on borrowed hedron against one of these HSI stakes, like let's say you took $1,000 worth of HEX and staked it on an HSI, and then you got a certain amount of hedron over the length of that. You borrowed it all, and then each month you were paying a little bit back on your payments, and then something happened to you and you never did finish it out. After so many missed payments, whatever that is, it's going to go into an auction, which you can only enter the auction to buy it with hedron. So if someone wants to be buying these things later at a potential discount through an auction that have been defaulted on, like somebody pulls a Satoshi and disappears, and all of a sudden all their HSI stakes are not getting paid on, they're going to go into auction, and the only people who can bid on them are people that have hedron to buy them with.
Oh, that's
meanwhile, just for the people that, for the time sensitive, what if people don't know, I guess what's important is each stake, you have to do a function to lock in your bonus that's counting down. So every 10 days, you're losing 1x. So it was a 10x bonus. I made some mistakes and I missed it too, so don't get too upset. But now we're at 9x bonus. No reason to cry, right? And if you claim, it will lock in that bonus for the length of the stake. So every time you want to go in there and pull off some hedron, because each day more is becoming available, right? And it's adding up, and it keeps track, right? And you can mint it, and it's always going to have that 9x bonus. But if you do the claim function, it's going to cost you the same. So let's say that you have a stake you've had for a year. It's going to give you prorated a bunch of hedrons available for you to mint today, based off, because it's going to act like every day it's been stacking for you. So I had some old stakes that I had hedron already stacked up. So it costs the same to mint that as it does to claim it, almost. So keep that in mind. However,
what's the difference between the minting it and the claiming it?
Well, there's an additional, I think it's ASMR bonus or something like that. There's an additional bonus to where in the future, if there's too much hedron borrowed against these stakes, they don't want to have the ratio of borrowed hedron to minted hedron to be out of control. So if there starts to be a large amount of borrowed hedron, then they're going to kick on a bonus that's up to 4x multiplier additional. So if you've been waiting, you claimed, and you're just letting your stack build up every day, and you haven't minted it, a lot of people are going to wait for this, where someday they're hoping there's an additional 4x bonus multiplier on top of their 9x they're already getting, and they're going to mint that day. Whereas, let's say that I minted some last night, I don't have no chance of getting a future 4x extra bonus on that. But the stuff I claimed, it's still sitting there. It's just like hitting an good accounting button. It's letting you know, yeah, I'm here. I'm claiming my hedron bonus, and it's going to apply whenever I mint it in the future. But you can have the option to wait for that additional 3-4x bonus that may appear down the road.
So claiming is just saying, hey, I'm at the party, I'm ready to fucking party, and then minting it is like, oh, I'm going to take my gains at this party, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, because but I had a compromised wallet, Sam, so I had a lot of the funds on there. I had to mint just to have a little value to extract from them. So one of these compromised wallets that I had, I went on that, put ETH inside of that wallet, extracted all my minted hedron, which was a lot, because it was like, this is the account that I'm telling you about, the one that I was getting like the billion from, or like the 100 million or whatever the fuck it is. And I took it out and I sent it to a new uncompromised wallet immediately. So I can extract value from that stake for the rest of my life.
I was going to tell you to do that, and then I figured you probably figured it out.
I was cracked out about that answer. I was like, can I get money for this shit? And everyone was like, yes. And I was like, okay, I'm learning this today.
Boom. Boom. So he's still profiting off of a hacked wallet, you guys, just so you heard that.
And I could still potentially get the fucking stakes thanks to HEX.com and Richard Hart and his product. I got a compromised account that got hacked, and I still have T-shares on there that are turning and burning, baby.
Yeah. So you could get future airdrops. You could even maybe get them stakes someday. Who knows? But
I'll unstake them like as when there's any value, probably.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's kind of the deal. You know, you can claim or you can mint. There's some benefits to doing either one of those. You don't have to sell. If you mint, it just puts it in your wallet and you can be like, wow, I got this free money today or whatever. But
when you claim, you have until the end of your stake to mint. So remember that too. You can mint at any time, right?
You can mint at any time, from what I understand, and without consequence other than if you do it before there's any type of additional bonus, which isn't. I don't know that it's guaranteed. I've heard people speculate maybe a year and a half. What would have to happen was lots of people would have to borrow Hedron to where it was, you know, the ratios are getting out of control.
That's unpredictable at this point, though.
That last comment said that if you don't mint it, you lose it.
If you don't mint it at all, and if you don't claim, like for the first 100 days, every 10 days, the bonus multiplier is going down, and then it'll go away. The claim function will go away in 90 days, you guys, or less, because then there's not going to be any more bonuses to claim. It's just going to be everybody can just mint whatever their daily figure is that the software provides, however much per B share, whatever, per day. That's what you'll have available. If you want to lock in these bonuses, you have to spend the $5-10 in gas money to hit the claim button and let it start stacking, because it's not going to make a lot of sense to mint if you have immature stakes. If your stakes aren't long and you have them or big and you don't have a lot of Hedron built up, you know, why mint it? I would just wait for it to build up.
Okay. And then did you look into how you have to pay that back if you did take it out of the wallet and got USD or something?
I didn't, but the only Hedron you got to pay back is the Hedron you borrow. If you have existing stakes today, it's just going to start making Hedron available.
That's your Hedron. Yeah, that's your Hedron. That's not collateralizing as far as the HSI stake. So all the Hedron that we're getting from these airdrops for being hex stakers and to having shit in the system, that's just Hedron.
It's free.
It's free. That's why it's a free airdrop.
It costs you gas money to get it, and you have to be a Hexagon who has stakes. So it's not free. You know what I mean?
If Pulse Lord quit his job and like said the only way you can survive for the next 10 years is off free imaginary internet money, he probably would just be able to do that. Like there's so much shit coming out now. If you're just clicking the buttons, like all you have to do is click the buttons. But how you get to see those buttons takes years of work.
I don't. Technically, I probably don't have to be working, but you know what I've found is it's my workout, bro. Remember we were talking about fitness and stuff lately, and you know what's funny is I kind of do the diet that you were telling other people to do. I heard you telling someone else to use, and
it's an intuitive diet to a working man sometimes.
So if I start slacking at work, dude, I start getting flabby, bro. And I don't go to the gym, so I'm like, oh. I realized in the last year I started taking it easy, and like it feels good to not be on the grind, but I also miss the heart rate. I used to get my heart rate up for hours and hours every day.
Yeah, but think about this, Pulse Lord. Let me throw a perspective to you that I would want to say to maybe my father about his lifestyle and longevity. Just as longevity as a concept, right? You staying alive on this earth healthy for longer, right? Because that is what I've always thought about that. Me and Sam clearly think about those things. We're bodybuilders, right? That's just part of the combo, right? So my dad is super fit, works hard on his ass every day, makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, busts his literal ass doing like more of a local job. Like what do they call brick and mortar job, right?
Yeah.
Busts his ass though. Great business, like amazing. Oh, fuck. What was I going to say? What were we talking? Oh, but his body, I'm telling you, long term, I can see his thumbs. His thumb is like fucking hardly works. He's always shaking the thing and seeing if it like still is working. He's always like sitting there like that. I'm like, because that thumb, he has a machine and he wrenches down on it constantly with his thumb for 30 years.
Bro, I've gotten almost teary-eyed talking about this shit of just the toll that I've taken. I don't, you know.
Pulse.
And what Hex the opportunity that Hex was to maybe not be a slave to that, you know what I'm saying? And it's a real deal because you know, I could feel it, you know, like you do the same, and it's repetitive. It's not working out every day. It's doing the same repetitive thing that jacks your thumbs up in your hands, and you can't, you know, like you can't get around to using it.
It's
in
not
certain things.
yoga. It's not yoga. It's fucking like random man things that you have to do that other people don't do. So like getting in weird spaces, like using your hands and wiring, because we did a lot of wiring. Like I've done lots of wiring. My hands, I've been shocked so many times. I mean, electrocuted, like digging your hands into little areas with metal. It just, you get cuts everywhere. If you touch my hands right now, it feels like I'm 70 years old because I
Yeah,
work
and
out a lot.
hey, mine are like yeah, mine's like
Stone.
Velcro. But hey, you know, Richard, I heard him say something yesterday. He and I was like, hell yeah, tell me if this isn't true. He's like, you know, most things in life, it takes just about everything you've got to just be enough. And I was like, yeah, I'll be damned if that ain't right. Whether it's taking a car apart, or, you know, like my job, as much experience as I have and as good as I am, I still, in order to be the man and earn the big bucks, dude, I still got to give it my all. It's crazy. Not all the time, but when it comes down to pulling it off, something genius, it takes a lot of effort.
But that's
And
also like success, right? You are successful. I mean, I don't know exactly what you do or anything, of course. I've never talked about his personal stuff, but like everyone in this chat everyone in this group that is on webcam, working a full-time job, investing in crypto, wants more knowledge. You know, that's a subgroup of people, right? Successful people. They work really hard because what the fuck else are we supposed to do? You dorks are just playing video games all day. I mean, like, there's nothing else to do. What am I going to do? Not work out? Or first of all, Pulse Lord's ripped, and he's fucking however old. He sent me a bicep shot, and it was like, dude's like 7% or like 10%. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? Like this but anyway, like we're all working really hard, but it's just a subgroup of people. In my experience, most people don't care about anything.
Yeah. They go
like
through
you
life
do
like that.
Clearly, Pulse Lord, but like I walk around and it's like you said, Richard Hart was mentioning that grind last night, and I was like, yeah, I have that too. Fuck yeah. But I was thinking about a lot of the people in my life, not my family. My family is a bunch of fucking grinding motherfuckers. But like in general, like the public, like that I see, it's like I can't even get them to care about themselves. They can't even get themselves to care about their own lives.
Right. Yeah, it can be hard. I've got some friends that have been hard to help, and it's hard to know what's going on in someone's head, or what kind of motivation they need, or inspiration, or tools, or I don't know, man.
But in me and Sam's experience, people are neglected from tools that could potentially help them, because this is our rabbit hole, right? Like Pulse Lord is this kind of rabbit hole with the charts. This is where I've been my whole life with Sam over here, talking about why are they not allowing people to have real information about testosterone, about things like that, because that's what we wanted to know, because we've experimented with them as youngsters, and we were like, why is there no literature? I mean, there is, of course, on testosterone, but why is there not enough nuance in this particular space? Like there's not, like, and these are things that helped us when we were young, but we were jacked up on Ritalin from the doctor our whole lives, so we could never gain a pound of anything. And I was misguided my whole life. And then I started talking to guys like Sam, guys that knew about biology, guys that knew about the interaction between your receptors, not doctors, because doctors are about when it comes to receptor activity, how much can you know? How much can you really know? Unless you're doing something nuanced, just like Richard Hart said, unless you're doing something nuanced really hard, you don't know anything. Like the reason Pulse Lord knows about whatever his job is, and because of the charts, is because he does it every day. Did I lose everyone? Guys, is the stream still up? Is the stream still up, guys? Did I lose everyone? They got kicked. Did I get banned? What happened? Hector the Projector, thank you so much, dude. Yeah, guys, this is all very important stuff. I mean, I guess I am on stream still. All right, cool. I just lost both my guests for no. Oh, here's Sam. So yeah, I just went on a rant.
My thing keeps cutting out. My audio kept just cutting out. I could barely understand.
Are you on a
or what
Wi-Fi?
was saying. I'm literally have my phone. That's why I'm sitting cockeyed.
But what about your regular service? Do you have regular service?
It's literally the wire fell down yesterday, and I'm waiting for them to come fix it.
It's such a fucker.
That's why for the last 2 days, I've been having issues because I'm trying to use my phone tethered to my computer to do the live instead of.
No, we blame that on the Illuminati, not the cable guy. So you say my internet's going out because they're trying to censor me. Okay, that's what you always say. So whenever your internet's going on for any reason, to say YouTube's got the name, your next thumbnail will be like YouTube trying to censor me. I just went crazy, man. Time for straight up roid rage to set them straight. That's fucking true. Some people need roid rage. Some people, that's the exact thing they fucking need. And I don't do roids, to be honest. And Sam experiments, but to be honest, he's so much. If you even know what people were actually doing compared to what Sam was doing, you would fucking be like, if you guys had the nuance about Hedron and HEX that we do about the bodybuilding world, you would be in another element of your brain would be so expanded because, yeah, Pulsar, you're good, man.
No, thanks for coming
dude.
on,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You can come on whenever you want, dude. That was incredible. You filled in some spots with us. We learned together. We talking about longevity, which is important. And I'm trying to tell all these guys, like I watch, and my dad's in really good shape, so he's really not even a good. He's not really a good example of this. But more so, other people.
Literally what I'm doing. I'm holding my phone out so that I can get coverage. Because when I set it down, I can't hear what you or Pulsar are saying.
That's so crazy. That's so like the fact that is even possible. Like to know.
I'm sorry. Longevity with your dad being.
Yeah, like my dad's really has decent longevity. So I would say, well, I don't know about his organs and everything, but he seems very healthy. But like as far as the other guys I see in the bodybuilding world. They don't seem healthy, the ones that work hard outside of the bodybuilding. They don't. They work out because they're addicted to working out, Sam. You know that. Mm-hmm. You know that, but they're construction workers. I know a guy who's a steroid abuser and a construction worker, and I said, have fun living past 45, dude, because it ain't happening.
Correct. There's so like I have a buddy who I met him maybe 4 months ago, and he was taking 3 or 4 times the volume of gear that I was taking, because I just do TRT and then I'll add in like SARMs or peptides on top of that. And he's taking like 4, sometimes he would go as far as 2 grams. So I'm at like 325 milligrams is the cap of what I allow myself to take per week. That's 225 of testosterone and then 100 milligrams of something else if I want to take something else. And he was at the peak, he was at 2 grams. So what is that? Just under 6.5x of what I'm taking. And I know a shitload of guys who do things like that.
And they don't eat healthy, guys. They don't. They're lying. They're lying about that. If they say they are, it's just on film.
And the idea is that, right, like I would think, because I've never done that, my thinking would be that, you take a larger amount to get bigger, right? Because a lot of guys are bigger, actually trying to get bigger, right? Like I am bigger than both of them and in better shape than both of the 2 guys that I thought of when I mentioned that. One guy was taking 3 grams, the other guy was taking 2 grams, and they're both smaller, have higher body fat percentage.
That's just a furu to a pro. That's it. Like that's the same as the HEX furus. Like it's the same exact concept. The HEX furus want to capitalize on HEX, but they didn't do enough other things to have a good platform because people know they're not being honest. Well, they're being honest, but they're just not being like, you can only be not yourself for so long. I came onto the scene and I was just like, yo guys, this is what I'm like. And I know I'm going to be like this forever because it's legit what I'm like. Like every person that's ever met me would say, yep, that's pretty much it. Like he's a spaz and he's excited and he's passionate and he's angry and he's jaded and he's, I'm quick-witted and I'm passionate and I'm pissed off and people don't like me in person a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But these guys do. These guys do. Say what?
Let's wrap things up. Let's put a game plan together for tomorrow's show. And put things together so that I can try to get some other stuff done. And I know you have plenty of other stuff done. And I'm going to try to get this steak all set
Sam
up
is
today.
Gary V's dude version. Dude, you are. What the fuck, dude? Just say Gary V under you. Just be like, that'll be our new marketing spot. You write Gary V and I'll write Roger Ver. And we'll be like, Roger Ver debates Gary V every day.
How that is hilarious because I don't see that, but I've seen that comment, not from Functional Crypto, but like I've seen that comment probably 100 times over the last 2 years. Oh, it's the Gary V that works out. Oh, it's the Jack Gary V. I don't see that, but I know he is very popular and I watch some of his stuff every once in a while, but I appreciate that.
You're high T Gary V. Except Gary V's
Chad?
also like fucking like 5'6".
Yeah, he's like,
and you're like 6'2". Like you're kind of ginormous. So in person, I don't think the resemblance would be very apparent.
Yeah.
Gary V's like looks like a teenager.
Chad, what is it about? Is it like the face thing, or is it how I talk, or something?
It's the face, and yeah, he's got the same kind of hair. He's got I don't know, Chad. No, it's not Chad. That who mentioned it first?
Functional Crypto.
Someone mentioned it like high up here. Like I saw a Gary V comment.
Now they're always anybody who watches to the end of this thing is going to be like, just mention Gary V in the comments now from now on. Anytime I'm on here, which is perfectly fine.
We had Randy and Pulse. We had Randy and Pulse Lord on today. That is a good episode. We only do top tier people here that know what the fuck they're talking about.
I would love to set up something where we could do a call in. Well, this is working perfectly like this, especially when I have better.
Well, at the same time, anyone can join the StreamYard link that doesn't have a camera.
What was that last comment? I saw a picture of Sam on Twitter. I thought to myself, when the fuck did Gary V get so jacked? It's the face.
When the fuck did Gary V gain 120 pounds of muscle? I think, come on. I don't see it because Gary V to me is a very little person, and I've seen so many shots of Sam that he's just so large. But I guess you guys would have no reference point to how large he actually is. Because
you and I also have had a relationship for a couple of years now, so several years. So you've seen me like many, many times. I feel like probably at least on the online and stuff like that.
Dude, can you switch your Twitter username to High T Gary V? Don't switch Sam Stolt. Like keep it Sam Stolt. That's like your name, but like as your little fucking tag or like next to it in parentheses, because you can get 50 characters on that. So you can use all that space. Just write High T Gary V and like maybe that'll stick or something.
Oh, yes, I will definitely do it. I'll screenshot and tag you.
Because that's like exactly what you go for too. Like you guys are similar as far as like Mark. He's a bit different about what he likes, I'm sure. He's pushing NFTs to children and being a marketing scumbag, but that's marketing. All right, guys. So real quick. Sam Stoll, follow him on everything. I'm figuring out the description thing. I got all my stuff on the description. Now I'm going to start adding other people's shit on there. But I did it all last night for every video, and I had to like copy and paste. It was fucking annoying. But I am going to start doing that now that it's all caught up. I'm going to have Sam stuff. I'm going to have Sam. Do you have any pre-workouts that I can fucking? What do you do? Yes, I want to. Let me get in a link, dude. All these people talk to me for fucking workout advice all day long.
This is you probably, if you're liberal, you might not like this one, but this is
we love that.
Tears. This is pink lemonade. Pink lemonade. Liberals tears. Side effects do not include burning down buildings, rioting, or looting. So if you
is it a good pre-workout?
Freedom. Yes, this is what I use. I've always wanted my own pre-workout, so I designed it for myself.
I want to learn how to do that too. Can we set up something so I can fucking like. Because all these people,
I've got the connections so that you can create any product you want. Like I've got several new products here on my desk here. So this is a peptide, semaglutide that I'm just carrying this product in. But like if you want to do something like custom, like this is a custom thing that I had made for me. GHKCU was for healing and skin and longevity type stuff because that's more of the route that's interesting to me than getting as big as I can. Getting big is fun, but like I know the older I get, this is gonna be.
You get an alanine itch from that?
No, I did not actually add that in
Smart
there.
man.
Alanine,
smart man.
Did not.
Anyone with a brain long term knows that shit is stupid. I mean, yeah, it feels all right like the first time you work out for like a month, but you don't want to feel itchy every goddamn time you work out, dude. Trust me. I'm sitting there, I ain't sweating that hard all the time. I don't want to be itchy as fuck. No one wants to be itchy as fuck. Guys, pre workout is supposed to be stimulating and give you energy and also not overdosed. A lot of people think that overdose stuff is like good. I'm like, your brain has to eat that, right? Like, your brain is the one eating that. I don't like overdose stuff. Every day that goes by, I'm learning. Like, it's all about mild frequency, minimizing frequency, minimizing dosage.
100%. I will not do another run of these. I will not do another run of these. This is not crazy high dose. I think I have 250 milligrams of caffeine. That's a decently high dose.
Is that one scoop?
One scoop. So, like,
that's a lot.
That's a lot, but there's plenty of them out there that are like 300, 350, even 400 of caffeine.
One large Bang Energy has 350 from the gas station.
And I will not do another one with this formula. Like, I want a lower stim, higher pump product that is, because it's what you just mentioned, like the frequency, like a little bit of frequency here in terms of how you're actually using it. I'm old enough to remember the original Jack 3D. Yes, with ephedrine in it. If anybody,
Rusty VR, that is fucking old school, dude. That was right before. I never had that experience, but I knew people that did. Those things, that was like meth that they would sell to everyone that would make you skinny. It was like basically amphetamines and fucking caffeine and shit, right? And ephedrine.
You can still buy ephedrine legally if anybody's interested.
What is it like?
It is awesome.
What is
not
it?
that I use it. It's awesome.
I want to know.
It's like caffeine in a lot of ways, but different. It's like
it's another chemical completely.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like DMAA, caffeine mixed.
What is DMA? This is what I'm saying, Sam. I need all these step. Remember, I was like, do you do any entrepreneurial stacks and like anything like that? And you're like, not really. But you do. You just don't even know that you do. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I know you know shit because I want to know about other avenues. Because another concept that people don't understand is that when you use one avenue for receptor activity, using another one before you double down on that one is always going to be more effective for receptor strength. I mean, for receptor,
Scott, we could come out with our own supplement, a HEX supplement, a crypto supplement. We can do our own. I have all the connections. I know, like, I can get these labels. I can get a designer to make these labels, or I can make it myself.
I will get fucking funding for that. How much do I need? Not from the HEX community. Not from
no, correct. What is it? Well, we can talk offline, or if you guys have any thoughts on product. I personally think something that you and I would both use would probably be the best thing in case nobody fucking.
Well, no, it has to be legit because everything we do here is legit.
No, correct. It has to be legit, but legit in terms of something that I would use and something legit that you would use. Because if
but like we're pretty mild. Like we're not like again, people think you're a bodybuilder too, which is just not really the case. It's like he's addicted to working out and self-improvement. Mm-hmm. That's it, really. He's just maximizing everything that he can do because he's kind of addicted to doing that. Like he's kind of addicted to maximizing everything. And like I totally relate to that. Like that's me. Like if I'm doing something that's entertainment purposes only, like I don't entertain it. Like it's not entertaining to me. Because because in every day that goes by, I remember Sam's like, yeah, I don't watch football shit. Like it just happens as you grow as an adult. Like if you're doing something that you're truthfully passionate about and you're putting all in, like I'm going all in on me. Like I'm going all in on me. Like there's not a human in this world that could make fun of me, say anything, do anything. Even if they were calling me out doing whatever, I'm just saying I'm trying my best. Fuck off. Like and I'm doing it honestly, so you can't come at me. Don't come at me because I ain't cheating anyone.
Well, also, my personal belief is if I go all in on me, that is literally the best way to help everybody else. Like the best way I can help anybody or provide value to other people, including my girlfriend, including my family, including my friends, including like my financial future, including my mental and physical, is if I go all in on myself.
Hold on. I have to make a shout out real quick. The first female that is un-HEX related. Wait, Caroline Tran, can you let us know if you understand and know about HEX or if you don't know anything about HEX or crypto? But yes, I would say your pre-workout C4 for someone who is a new workout will be just sufficient. Don't take the full dosage if you're new. Just don't. You're just going to get itchy. Just take half the scoop, and then the next time, if that didn't feel like enough, take a full scoop. But in my experience, 99% of people that don't use pre-workout take a full scoop, and they're like, "Oh, I had an anxiety attack."
And you don't need it. So one of the biggest things I feel like is with the pre-workouts, you don't like, and I have had a different story over the years. Like I have multiple YouTube videos probably talking about it, but you don't need pre-workout. You need this to be focused in all moments of your day and every moment. If you get this focused in the gym, that's all you really.
You ever forgot that you even wanted to take it? I forget all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm gonna rip the pre-workout so hard. Next thing I know, I'm lifting. I'm like, I forgot the fucking pre-workout.
Yes. And you just go through your workout because you're focused on your workout.
Well, no, but I'm always happy because my receptors, again, guys, that's how I think about things. Another time my receptors got to chill. Another time that my caffeine so the next time I take caffeine, I'm going to be able to dose it less and have a better effect. That's how I think about all these things all the time. Like if I took an Adderall or something, I'd say, okay, so if I take 5 milligrams of that and then that's it for 3 days, like I can take 5 milligrams, which is very minor. It's like a small child's dose. That's about a fifth of the dose that I was on as a fucking 12-year-old.
Caroline Tran, I agree 100% with the receptor and like allowing the receptor.
Nice to meet you, Caroline. I'm glad you're a Hexakin. That's awesome. I mean, it's rare to see a random girl come out that's a Hexakin, but that's awesome. Like all my reels, like all my posts. Come in here more often, Caroline. We went through all the good stuff, all the hedron, all the hex, all how it works, everything. You probably know that stuff, but thanks for coming in.
Is there a okay? So literally the pre-workout. This is Rusty. This is the last one. Is there a pre-work that works for more than 5 sessions in a row? I always get used to them. Yes, literally dirt cheap works all the time. But you can still taper off of it and switch out for something else if you care to. This is what I like to do, and what I was just talking about. Let your receptors, like the stimulation for whatever that stimuli might be, let it come back down to some baseline level, so that
because that's your brain. Remember, it's your brain. It's not someone else's. It's yours. So you don't want to overdo it. Go on.
Salt. 750 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams, like 1 gram pre-workout or in the first 20 minutes of a workout. Amazing, dirt cheap. This is why nobody sells it as a pre-workout. It volumizes muscle, pulls like more liquid in there, so you can get better contractions in the gym. Absolutely amazing. But one thing you got to pay attention to, if you don't pay attention to health stuff, is blood pressure. Not that it's going to like kill you, not that it's like, oh, salt is like horrible thing, but just something to just pay attention to. Scott, you should also check your blood pressure, just in case. You're muted.
My blood pressure is shit, dude. Bad.
We should do a whole video on that, because that would be helpful. I bet nobody watching this pays attention to blood pressure.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Caroline. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And yes, Christopher, I will get you on ASAP. And Rusty VR, I will suggest a pre-workout really quick. The salt thing is definitely good for the pump. I don't know. All I know is that if I eat salty shit, I haven't experimented too much with this, but I'll eat chips and shit like an hour before I go to the gym just to get some salt. I mean, not a lot, guys. I'm talking like 10 chips. And my pump is nuked. But I like Gorilla Mind personally. There's a Gorilla Mind now. Don't get me wrong. It is a marketing thing. Like there's some marketing involved, but Derek, more plates does it better than the majority, as far as he has a pump product that I love. And it's no stem.
L-citrulline, right?
Yeah, but it's like a very large concoction. It's a big scoop. I don't know if it's good, bad, or other, but I've watched about 100 breakdown videos of him talking about other pre-workouts, and it seems when I take that one alone with no stem, because when you take the stem, it will kill your pump a little bit, and nobody realizes that, but your stem is absolutely blowing your pump. Like you're not pumped out. You're not pumped out on a stem like you would be without.
We should do a more in-depth video on this, but like the contraction from like when you think of like cocaine, right? Because that would be like a
Yeah.
stim.
Uh-oh.
Blood pressure. Hey guys, I've got elevated blood pressure. Hey, let's talk a little bit about blood pressure tomorrow. I can tell you what mine was and how I've got it under control so that I've got really good blood pressure now.
All right, so what we're going to do, Sam, so because I got to make this organized, remember? We got to make this organized. So Thursdays is going to be about, what's today? Thursday?
Thursday. So tomorrow's Friday.
Friday, maybe
So
not.
Thursdays will be new projects. I will read a white paper.
Well, no,
before-
we're always just going to be like, I want to wait on picking those projects, but for one day we actually have to do fitness because it's unrelated, because it's completely
Yes.
unrelated, right?
Yes.
If there's a new
Yes.
thing in crypto, we're going to cover it probably.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
day.
yeah, no, 100%. Yes, correct.
But like, if we just say, okay, but I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is not like, let's see how many push-ups we can do and what's your bench press. We don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Not one fuck about your bench press, your
Correct.
fucking weights. Stupid, dumb. You're lied
Doesn't
to.
matter.
Sorry,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't. It doesn't. But we're going to talk about blood pressure, cardiovascular health, micronutrients. Guys, come on. There's no one doing this shit online. And being honest like this, I mean, yes, there are actually a couple great channels, but I'm saying we're going to be honest as fuck. And we're going to get about, we don't want you to die, heart disease, blood pressure, the things that make us as men think. I think about my blood pressure and my heart health.
We do Rusty VR. Let's do a TRT show. Fridays could be all about fitness. If there's
TRT.
nothing, yeah. If
No, there's
we can
nothing.
cover-
No, we need a day. We need a day.
Yeah.
Do you think Friday would be a good day to get people into the weekend on a nice Monday, Sunday, on a Saturday, Sunday workout? Because I know a lot of people have more time on the weekends.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, and we've also had 3 people: Chad, Hex Papa, and Functional Crypto have. Hex Celsisor has high blood pressure too. So high blood pressure we should talk about, like, because it's called the silent killer for a reason. It also is linked with diabetes, ED, erectile dysfunction, so like libido related issues. It's related with blindness, cardiovascular related issues, heart attack, stroke. This is all related to blood pressure. Getting blood pressure under control.
Oh, there's nothing better.
Super.
No, and I'm 28 and it's just entering my mind. That's why this is coming up. Come on, guys. You know, at 28, you didn't care about your blood pressure, but it's happening now because I'm learning, and my blood pressure is not good. I can tell intuitively because of I can hear my earbuds sometimes pumping up against my head. I can tell when my blood pressure is too high. And Kratom makes your blood pressure extremely high. It does. But I would love to know your takes on it. So basically what we're going to do on Sunday, I'm going to give you the laydown, everyone. On Friday. This is what I want to start doing on Fridays. And it could extend into Saturday if it's lit as fuck. So it could be like a 2-day thing. So I want to talk about the HEX price and just that stuff to cover our base as far as like the first 10 minutes of the channel. Let people get in. We're going to be doing blood pressure talk, cardiovascular talk, TRT talk, supplementation talk, and everything in between. We don't care about how many chin-ups you're doing, guys. You know how to fucking work out. Just fucking go there, go hard as fuck, and you'll be fine. But people are dying out here. Boston Lloyd dead.
Yep. And a handful of other bodybuilders that probably nobody in the chat knows about, but there's at least
I've seen them all
7
because
right?
I follow all those guys and they just pop up. I don't even know who the fuck they are, but every day, another dead dude. Another fucking dead dude. Why? Because people think their heart health is not important. And you're dying when that is death. When your heart health is diminishing, you're dying. And if you get a coronary artery calcium score at 40 and it says you have this much plaque, there is something they can do about it. But if they don't know and you never ask, you're dead. Sorry, guys. Anyway, fitness day tomorrow, TRT, boo, 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 crazy subjects. If this channel doesn't get more than 20 active viewers tomorrow on the fitness show, I'm not going to be able to do it again. So we have to do 20 active viewers, get them pumped up. I want all the old folks in HEX to be in this chat talking TRT, talking blood pressure, risk prevention, micronutrients. Sam Stolt, everyone, Jim Grack, crypto.
Let's get it. Awesome. We'll be on tomorrow. Looking forward, probably around noon Eastern Standard Time. If you guys have any thoughts or questions between now and tomorrow, reach out on Twitter. Super easy to get in contact. Reach out on Instagram. Scott's going to have links down below if you reference this back when you come back. Erwin, thanks everybody in the chat. And wrap us up.
Let's go, guys. Jim Rat Crypto, bullish bodybuilder, Sam Stowe. We're out.
Peace.